Here's Kate with more on calls for the UK to do more in the fight against Islamic State.
Yes, indeed. In fact, the UK needs to play a bigger role in fighting Islamic State terrorism. That's the conclusion of a major new report from MPs. They've criticised defence chiefs for not having clear objectives in Iraq, despite the major threat now posed by the jihadists. Sue Jameson is at Westminster. Sue, how much more involvement are they calling for, these MPs?
Well, these are the MPs on the Defence Select Committee who say that they are surprised and deeply concerned we're not doing more, but they're not talking about bringing in combat troops, but using, for example, some of Britain's expertise in the area of intelligence and diplomacy and special forces, but they also imply that we're just following the US plan within the coalition. Now, a government spokesman's sort of first response to this has been, well, we do have the highest number of airstrikes, but as we know, military involvement in Syria has been a deeply divisive political issue. I think that has shifted obviously over the last 18 months. There's also a question of how much it would cost.
The nightmare of a jihadist state has now been realised, say MPs, but we should be doing far more to combat and contain it. Describing our role in fighting ISIS as strikingly modest, the report urges the UK to provide more air support. However, they stress they're not in favour of sending in boots on the ground.
That doesn't mean combat troops, but that means more people to really understand what's going on, get a grip on the plan, understand who the enemy is, who ISIS are, who our allies are.
IS now controls territory in Syria equivalent to the size of the UK. The UK has so far conducted only 6% of the airstrikes against IS. There are only 3 UK military Iraq experts outside the Kurdish regions of the country, compared with 400 Australians, 280 Italians and 300 Spanish. However, a government spokesman defended the level of involvement and says tackling funding for ISIS and curbing foreign nationals going to fight are also effective weapons. Sue Jameson, Good Morning Britain.